Okay, this is my VX Commodore. Just having a lot of noise, movement in the front strut, banging up and down. There's actually, if you can see it, just there. It's actually put a dent in the bonnet through the top of the shocky coming up too far. And hopefully I can do this one-handed. See just how loose that is. You can actually, I don't know how to do it one hand, but I actually has a substantial bit of movement up and down. Okay. Now, I have here some new strut mounts. What I'm unsure of. So I think this bit here is the actual bearing, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't actually pulled them out yet, whether there's a separate bearing. So I bought these online. These are only about a third of the price in the auto parts shop in town. Sometimes you can be lucky, these things will go good. Sometimes they don't. Like, so we get to see how long they last or how they perform. Now, I did watch a video which was on the VEVT. There wasn't one for the VX. Now, on the VX, what it showed on the VT one is that you just push the brake line out. Now, I attempted to do that and I've actually broken the edge of it. It did come out, but it's also bent the mount. And what I've since learnt is this, which you probably can't actually see, but it's slotted. So what I should have done is actually turned it around and then it would have pulled out. But, yeah. Hopefully there's enough of that to hold in there. Just have a bit of thought on that. The other thing that didn't show on the other video was the torque for these bolts. And it's rather important that you do get the right torque. So I'm going to have to look them up. Going by the amount of pressure that was took to undo them, I'm thinking it was done up to around about 100 pounds, but I will check on that. On the other one, it suggested taking the brake caliper right off, and once again they didn't show the torque for doing that. I found there's no actual need to do that. What you do is if you turn your steering fully to the right, which is pushing out this way on the steering bar, it will hang there without stressing the brake line. Where these bolts did come in from the back, if your bolts are in from the front, well then you probably won't be able to get the brake out. I'll get the bolt out with the brake on, but mine were the other way, so yeah, there wasn't an issue with that, and I found no need to take the caliper off. This is the sensor for the ABS brakes. You will need to unclip that completely or you'll break it. Okay, and even though my shockies are still reasonable, Not in a sense for sports driving, but in regular driving they're still okay, so I'm not going to replace them. However, I have noticed that the rubber's cactus, so before I can put them back together I'll be looking to get a new rubber. Now if I was keeping this car permanent, which I'm not, and I had money to spare, which I don't, I would be replacing the shocky, or which in this case is probably a complete strut at this point. But yeah, as I said, because the shockies are still reasonable and I'm on a budget, I would just be replacing the rubber itself. So anyway, yeah, it's just a few things I wanted to point out, which weren't brought up in the other video. Now the strut is loose, yeah, and it's a good idea, as mentioned in the other video, to put some WD spray on all the threads so you don't chill them up. And from this point, it's just a matter of undoing this top nut, which will require a ring spanner and a second ring spanner to hold the shaft, and then it will come out and there'll be another nut underneath this top rubber, which you can't undo without compressing the spring first. If you do attempt to do that, it will fly off and you'll probably injure yourself and you'll chew the thread up. So yeah, spring compressors are a must at this point. Yeah. Okay, thanks for listening. Hope that helps somebody. Bye.